and the DNC and the Clinton campaign, I'm happy to discuss it. But that's not what's going on right now. And I know
isn't that interesting that there isn't one? But go ahead, Jay.
There isn't one because nobody from the Ukrainian government met with anybody from the Clinton campaign. But moving on from that, you're talking about illegality, and I understand you're a lawyer, but you're also a man of faith. Isn't it kind of important whether or not what Donald Trump Jr. and Manafort and Kushner did, isn't it also important whether or not it's legal, whether or not it's wrong, whether or not it's...
Listen to this.
You're conflating, Jake, three perspectives here. The legality, was the meeting and what took place legal or not? We, of course, and as almost every legal expert says, it's not illegal. And then you're trying to put a moral, ethical aspect to it, and it's easy to do that in 2020 hindsight, but not when you're in the middle of a campaign. And again, I'm not a campaign lawyer. I wasn't a campaign lawyer, but meetings were taking place, as Donald Trump Jr. said, 15, 20 minutes apart. This one went even shorter. So I think everybody that's looking backwards and say would have, should have, could have, and Donald Trump Jr. said he would have done some things differently. But to go back a year later...
Can you imagine the balls of Jay Tapper bringing up morality on whether Donald Trump Jr. did a nasty thing by meeting with Russian people who allegedly claimed to have had dirt on Hillary? First of all, does anybody in the world need to talk to a Russian to find dirt on Hillary Clinton? Hillary Clinton is a euphemism for dirt, a metaphor for dirt. I mean, this woman has been festooned in mud, manure, and feces her whole political career. And the only thing that exceeds her dirt and evil is her stupidity. Nobody ever could be that criminal, that illicit, that underhanded without being exceedingly dumb. Because she really does believe she was put on this earth to rule, and her type of ignorance is galactic in scale and size. And this little creep from CNN, like the people at MSNBC who tried to Winnebago Donald Trump with that video alleging the dirty things that Trump said about grabbing women's anatomy. Oh, let me think. Yeah, a Winnebago outside of a meat market beauty contest. Now, are there any women left on the planet that don't know that men are driven by certain carnal thoughts? And if it wasn't intrinsic to our nature, would we have beauty contests and all the money that goes along with that? We don't have male beauty contests because women don't pay for that. Men, the creatures of visual stimulation that we are, we're either hunting for something to eat or hunting for something else, and you know what that is. And when we don't get enough of either, we kill each other. Women don't do that either. So I love this false outrage by little Mr. Jake Tapper. And don't you love it when the left bemoans about immorality of any kind? And they want to talk about polls. 50% of America is disappointed with Trump. Let me tell you, that's the way it was before anything began. That 50% of this population would even contemplate voting for Hillary Clinton for anything, having accomplished nothing in her life but being the wife of a degenerate president. That's her whole thing. Boil down her resume, and she stood next to Wendy Bill like Tammy Wynette, didn't she? Remember, I'm not standing by my husband like some Tammy Wynette. Remember, stand by your man? Well, Tammy Wynette, at the time of her career's zenith, was the highest paid country star in history. Married to the most prestigious production country star, George Jones, in history. And when George drank and screwed off, and abused her, she threw him out the house. Does that sound like Hillary? When Bill was popping ugly, chubby interns and waving his personals at anything with a skirt on, Secret Service agents had to sneak him in and out of the White House under a blanket in the limousine. I mean, are you kidding me? And she stood by that. That's what I mean, festooned in fecal matter. Because only the most dishonorable, ignorant person would abide that. This woman has no honor. She is everything other than she purports to be, a strong woman. She's the weakest woman I have ever seen. Find me a weaker woman than Hillary Clinton. My mother would have castrated my father. So, I got to tell you, the selective outrage of the left, if it wasn't so macabre as to make you watch in wonder at their hypocrisy, it's completely laughable. Unfortunately, they keep driving this narrative about Russia. Let me tell you something, people. The day's coming when we're going to deal with Russia and China, and they're going to deal with us. And if this country gets destroyed and they write the epitaph of America, it'll be because of these left-wing lunatics, the Trojan horse of the American society. Know your enemy. The Rhino Republicans, the left-wing libtards, and especially the left-wing media. We are down to the nitty-gritty, people. Either they go or we go.